Hello, what's up, family? Welcome back to our channel. If this is your first time ever coming on the QP channel, I'm K Pills, Crazy P, just crazy, just pills, crazy pastillas, big crazy. My real name is just Martin Perez. I'm from El Paso. I was born there like 36 years ago. And I lived there most of my child life till like I was like 16. And at 16, I moved to New Mexico. And since then, I've been living here in New Mexico. Like, I've been living here in Las Cruces and in Roswell and Ruidoso and a little stint in Alamogordo. Oh no, like I'm married to Yvette. Her last name is Quinones. That's where we got the idea for the QP family. It's also because we used to like pop pills and shit, and we used to always take quarter pieces of the pills. So like we would always be like, hey, let me get a QP, let me get a quarter piece. And then not only that, like we would buy weed and shit like that. If you say you want a QP, that means you want a quarter pound. So that too, like a QP, like, yo, let me get a QP, let me get a QP. That's the way it is. So after a while, her last name, my last name became the QP family. And we would say it, the Cupers. We're the Cupers. We're the Cupers. Because that's all, another way people ask for a pound. Like, hey, let me get a Cuper. You got a Cuper? Well, anyways, that's redundant. I've been staying down here. I've been being a server for a long time. I have a few kids, man. I got Angel, Sunny, Nina, and Santana. I had my first kid when I was like 18 years old, and now my oldest kid is about to be 18 years old. It's crazy. Like, time goes by like this, yo. Time goes by like this. I remember just yesterday my little boy was being born, man, and now he's a huge grown-ass man. I think he's gonna be a bull rider or a rancher or farmer or some of that sort, which is kind of crazy because it's like not something you would ever picture seeing me doing. I'm like the last guy to ever want to be a farmer or any of that stuff. Well, I've been living in Cruces for over 20 years, so I call it crucified. I don't know, man. Like I dug roots in this city, and now I've been here forever. And now my whole family stays here. Like my brother, and he's got like 5 or 6 kids. No, 5 or 6. Honestly, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, and he lives here. Then my sister lives here, and she's got 3 kids, and she's married to a dude that's from Alaska, but he lives here too. And then my mom's actually moved down here too, which is kind of crazy. And my mom bought a crib here, and she's with her dude who is also from El Paso. And with them stays my little sister who's from El Paso as well. We're all from El Paso, and we all live down here. It's pretty freaking crazy how that happened. Well, anyways, I've been working down here, developing and breaking relationships as you know, as you grow up in life, which is kind of dumb, like, because I'm the last person to be like aggressive or freaking confrontational. That's just not my gig. I'm not that dude. Like, I don't do that. I don't do that. Like, I try to avoid it at all costs. I mean, like, if somebody were to like try to hurt my family or my kids, but I do get a lot of hate locally, even from like family members and stuff like that. I guess first of all, like, people hate that I flex, and I do it for fun, man. Like, look, I'll never go on social media to cry. I'll never ever, because that's what people want to see. They want to see you suffer. Like, they want to see you, like, losing. They don't want you to win. And even if they do want you to win, they don't want you to win more than them. When I go online, I always talk about accomplishments, achievements, things that I'm proud of, and I flex. Like, I ain't gonna lie, yeah, I flex. Like, I'll be like, oh, look at the money that I got. I'm a poor dude, man. I live in a poor ass fucking hood or whatever the fuck. But I'm never gonna show you when I'm like, you'll never see me lashing out at somebody and getting into a confrontation or fighting with my wife or arguing with my kids or arguing with anybody in public, because I don't let people see that. I don't let people ever see that side of me. I think like losing control of yourself and of your mood and all that is a sign of weakness. You're not able to you're not able to deal with life, and you don't have enough intelligence to deal with things, and you don't have enough words, so you start raging out and lashing out. And it's also like a defense mechanism. Like, people develop this over time, this patterns or these habits of when they can't deal with something, they either hit or they cry or they complain. So, and that's one of the reasons that I got a lot of beefs in my thing. Another reason is because I don't know, man, like, everywhere that I've gone, every single job that I've gone or something, there's always somebody that, oh, but that's in every part of life, in every aspect of life, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I tell people, like, when they say, oh, somebody's being difficult with me, or somebody's mistreating me, or somebody's giving me a hard time, like, dude, like, that's everywhere. You're always gonna be you everywhere that you go. The way you deal with people here is the way you're going to deal with people over there, no matter where you go. So you're always going to have beefs. Now, see, I don't engage in the beefs or whatever, but they're always there. There's always somebody that's got some chip on their shoulders over some bullshit that I said or did that they don't like. But in honesty, I never did nothing to nobody. Like, literally, like, me go out there and plot on harming somebody or scheme on harming somebody. I ain't never done that. I've never done that. If ever I've ever fucking hurt anybody, was to defend myself or my family. If ever I raised arms or hands up against anybody, or, like, you know, use my strength or my force against anybody, it was to protect my family. It's never for selfish reasons. I've never been the type of dude to hit a girl when he's fighting with her, or in a relationship fight with her. Like, none of that shit. But, I mean, you gotta get to know me to know that. Also, another thing is, people hate about me. Like, I show off my girl a lot. I'm proud of my girl. She's fucking hot. And she knows it, and I know it, and people around us know it. And, like, that's another thing that I flex about, you know what I mean? Like, or they hate on that too. Like, a lot of people don't think I deserve the life that I have, or I don't know, man. It almost sounds like I'm being cocky, dude, but these are just, like, my guesses as to why people can't stand me, you know? I have an opinion about everything, and I have very strong political opinions. That's one of the reasons people can't stand me. I'm really, really, like, left wing, yo. Like, I hate the other side. I can't say I hate it, because that's the wrong thing to say. See, even if we say something sometimes, like, we don't actually 100% mean it or represent that, and that sucks, because then you're not a real person. You say things and you don't mean them. But the thing is, we learn and we evolve and we grow. I've always tried to be the person that, even though I'm human and I make mistakes and say dumb shit sometimes, try to be the person that says, I don't hate anybody. I don't wish bad on nobody. I hope positivity for everybody. And I'm also one of those people that believes in manifestation. If whatever you send out into the universe will manifest itself. Like, if you're constantly spewing out bile, hate, filled speech, and you're always complaining and criticizing, that's what you're going to get. That's what the universe is going to send back to you. Now, if you're always sending out positivity into the universe and always saying, like, I'm going to be good, I'm going to be happy, everything's going to be great, life's going to be good and all that, life will be good. Don't say, I want my life to be good. Say, my life will be good. And that's how you manifest something. Don't say, I want that red car. Say, I will have that red car. Like, whatever it is that you want. So that's another one of those things, dude. Like, I'm always trying to be a positive dude. If you're my friend, I'll give you good advice all the time. And A lot of people don't like to listen. That's another thing too. In my communications with people, I've noticed that as we communicate with them, people always assume, I'm not gonna say it's because I'm more intelligent than them, but they assume that they have to be on their P's and Q's. Like they always have to be like thinking 2 steps ahead of everything that I'm doing. They think that they need to plot, scheme, and plan, and they think that I have like a secret about things. Like I have this secret knowledge. Like I have these algorithms in my head, and I've listened to the patterns, and no, dude. Like I just try to live my life on a positive note. Try to do the right thing, no matter what. Plant seeds of goodness, reap. You know what I mean? So fucking, you'll be good in the future. If you always plant seeds of good, you'll always have trees of good in the future, no matter what and everything that you do. Always. And if you want to have the moral high ground when it comes down to like arguing with people and fighting, also try to be a good person. Try to be the right person. Try to do the right thing all the time. Try not to steal. Try not to take things that aren't yours. Try not to lie. Try not to scheme. Try not to do things that you know are going to hurt other people's feelings. Don't do to other people what you don't like to be done to you. If you don't like the way something feels, don't do it to another person, no matter who this person is, no matter if they're weaker than you or if they're willing to tolerate it or any of that. Like, don't do that. Like, just be a good human being. Be a good human being while you're on this planet, man, because we only get one chance. You only get one chance to be a good person, man. You only get one chance to do the right thing. And if you don't do the right thing, man, you'll regret it. I mean, I also I hate the when they go low, we go high shit. Because I've noticed that the people who do go around talking the most shit give out the most information, and the people that try to take the high road, they never talk about the other person. So the other person walks around like in politics. The one side will always put hate campaign ads and hate ads all over the newspapers and on the television commercials and on the Facebook ads and all that. The problem with Americans, and they call us American idiots, is that if we hear or see and hear something enough times, we start to believe it. It starts to become true for the majority, not like every single body. There's some people that we consider woke. Those people would be able to see through that, and they'll be able to see why systemically and systematically all those things are against you. But the other side, they won't talk bad about this side, and that's what happens. Like, it just, I mean, at least you could go to your grave or go to bed at night knowing that you're a good human being and you're doing the right thing. But honestly, it does hurt you. It does hurt you. It does affect the way that other people view you. And in this society where we depend on one another to survive, the way that other people view you, although most people will tell you, who cares what other people think about you? It does matter. It will get you placed somewhere better in society if people believe better about you than if they believe worse about you. And you just, the content of your character does matter a lot, but honestly, people always go by first impressions, by what they hear from everybody else, by appearances, and by all this other stuff. I wish it wasn't like that, but it is. I don't even know, like, I got way off topic. This started with me just introducing who I was to you. I just talked too much, and I could keep going on and ranting on for hours. So for now, I'm gonna get this video out to you, family. It's just a little bit about who I am, what my thoughts are, what I feel, if you have any comments, disagreements, or whatever, comment down below. I mean, what can I do? I wish that most of what y'all have to say is positive, because I always believe, like, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, just shut the fuck up, keep it to yourself. Why the fuck is it if you got something negative to say, you gotta go spew it around everywhere? But anyways, it's your life. We're in fucking America. We could all say whatever we want. Doesn't mean I have to listen to you or believe you. No one can get me down no matter what. I'm too smart for that shit. Leave me a comment, family. Hit that subscribe button down below. And we love you. QP family for life. Peace.